Another day up here hiking. Hopefully gonna see that bull from the last few episodes and then try to relocate some bucks. But just starting the day off good. That's all it's about. Got a good workout in, and now we're headed straight vertical up this super steep hill, and then gotta go down and then back up. So let's go find some animals. Big tip I can tell you guys is when it's super windy like today, make sure you kind of know the area or the direction the wind is blowing and glass the opposite. So it's blowing straight south right now, so I'm gonna try to glass all the thick north slopes right now, and then most likely the animals are gonna be held up there, because just like how I am under this north slope rock, I don't want to sit in the super cold windy coldness. And I'm sure an elk and deer ain't gonna want to do that either, especially because they live out here full time. I'm just out here part time. So, good little tip. But man, it is freezing. Oh, there we go. It's freaking cold up here, that's for sure. Take a look at that. No, these aren't from this year. It's just a cool set that some of you guys will recognize the first side, but I ended up getting the other side finally from one of my buddies. So I'm gonna show that sucker off. He's a really cool, unique buck. Kind of run down the full story on it. Once again, it was a few years ago, probably 3 years ago, and I finally got the other side. So super happy about that. But I'm just gonna kind of drive the roads today, try to glass some new spots, look for elk, look for deer, and then eventually you'll see this cool set. So let's get to it. To kind of start off the cool story about this set, I found this buck middle of November, kind of rutting, realized how cool he was, and I definitely tried following him all the way till the winter range, but I kind of had no idea because he was such in a random spot. He was already rutting in super low country too. So then ended up finding this side off him. He ended up dropping beginning of February. Oh my gosh. Look at that thing. That is such a cool horn. I don't know what to say. That eye guard is huge. Look at that. That's my whole hand. And then it had a huge cheater, but it kind of broke off a little bit. Oh my. First shed, 2022. I'd say it's a good one. Hopefully you guys can see that. Kind of a lot more compact than I thought. But that front is just big. Holy crap, that's cool. Some pretty solid blood on there. Hopefully you can focus it. But this is what I really saw him. That's how I noticed him out of all the other deer. It's just gnarly. Holy crap. One of the coolest sheds and bucks I've ever watched. As you can tell, two cool cheaters, stacked cheaters, crazy double eye guard on that side. And I just definitely wanted to try to find the match. But due to so many deer around that area, I pretty much only had this day to hike it because all the deer ended up leaving. And then he dropped the other side in a canyon that, little did I know, I walked past it on my way to get this one. So that's the side I found. Fast forward to probably 2 years, I don't really know, a long time. And I knew my buddy found the other side, but I finally got it together. And as you can tell, he is just one of those bucks that is so freaking sweet. Like, the coolest set I've probably been able to match up. I only found one side, obviously, but just a really cool buck with those cheaters. That one longer cheater on this side. Ended up buying it from my buddy for $130. So I'd say it was worth it because now I got a badass brown set. He broke that eye guard off, and then he ended up chipping this cheater. This buck definitely doesn't score much. I mean, he's probably like a 160 frame with a few inches of extras and then his big double eye guard. But he only had one eye guard on that side. But just a really cool symmetrical buck with those crazy big fronts and G3s. I mean, just badass buck. Super happy I finally got them together. But I figured I'd kind of show you guys that, get you more excited for shed season, just because I have never posted this set. And I'm sure some of you guys remember me finding that side and always wondered where the heck the other side went. So that's where it is. Ended up finding it, or getting it together. And as you just can see, don't even need to tell you, badass deer. One of the coolest sets. So hopefully that gets you excited. Be ready for a lot of these shed videos to start dropping. Obviously I haven't made any yet, but I know it's going to be a killer year based off of the animal I've seen and the time I'm going to be able to be out there. So be ready, and I can't wait. Appreciate you guys' support at the Hunt Expo. I ended up going, just kind of wandered around. I was at the Prime Archery booth for a day. A lot of people came up, so thank you. I can't appreciate you guys enough. And I appreciate you guys for buying the hoodies. It means more than you know. There's still a few available in this color, and then this color, and then these shirts right here. So be sure to check them out. BigTineCritLLC.com. Coming out with some new hats here soon. So be ready, and I just can't wait for shed season to kick off. But let's just get home, get this edited, get it live, and go keep tabs on some elk and deer.